Team deathmatch. Make this quick and clean.
Hey everyone, and welcome to another match of Domination on Black Ops. I hope it's actually another, because I'm not planning to put these videos up in any sort of chronological order, so this might be the first game of Domination you're seeing from me. If it is, I like Domination now. Woohoo! I'll explain it in another video. But this is my starting route, same as Team Deathmatch. I always go to the B flag in Domination, because my entire team is going to be capping A flag or C flag, depending on where we start. They're not actually here, but they mostly do, in most games. So, I go to B flag, either cap it myself, or wait for my team, and then protect whoever's capping it. Because waiting and capping either A or C is just not worth it, because everyone else is going to be doing it. So, I'm not actually going to be talking about the video. I seem to be actually not talking about the videos very much these days. But, you know, I'm branching. I'm going to be talking about driving. So while you watch this objective-based gameplay, I'm going to be talking about cars and shit like that. I've had 4 experiences of driving. The first one, when I was 12, I had a friend at the time, his brother had an older sports car. His older brother at the time had a sports car. I have had to restart this commentary so many times because I've just said things wrong or tripped over my words, and I don't like restarting commentaries. Oh, I miss the days when I just had a camera and I couldn't restart. Oh dear. So, his older brother at the time had a sports car. Currently I doubt that, you know, it was actually his sports car, because they weren't a rich family. But, you know, he had in his possession a sports car. And he let me drive it up the driveway, because he was cool like that. He wasn't a snooty older brother. I can't actually remember there being a clutch in the car, though there must have been. But he handled the clutch, because he must have, because everyone who's driven knows that you can't use the brake without a clutch. Because whoever made cars seem to overlook that tiny insignificant detail that just pisses me off constantly. So I just handled the brake and the clutch, and I drove into the driveway. And I remember this being a very good experience. It wasn't, you know, bad, I didn't crash, and it was really, really easy. So this experience set me up for my first driving lesson, me thinking it was going to be a doddle. Well, you know that saying, it's like riding a bike? You never forget riding a bike. When I was 12, I could ride a bike. I'm 17, I can't ride a bike. I went out and I could not ride a 2-wheeled bike. I could probably ride with the safety things, but I don't want to ride that much. I could not ride the bike. So that saying, and whoever said it, goes to absolute shit. I went to my first driving lesson. It was awful, basically. For the first 10 minutes I was stalled in the car, it was jumping, I couldn't control it. It got easier because the instructor was very nice and understanding, and by the time I finished it was fine. But riding a bike is not easy. That is my main thing, and I am deeply scarred from riding bikes. But yeah, at the end I was whizzing about at 50 miles an hour and it was fine. You know, dandy. And my second driving lesson didn't go so well because I had a different driving instructor. The hot one, which I looked at the website and I said, oh yeah, I want that hot one. I got the ugly one, which is a bit mean, but I can't remember her name. I got the ugly one for the first one and she was lovely. And the pretty one, as most pretty people are, they're bitches. She was an absolute bitch to me. So I had something nice sitting next to me, but not with a nice personality. So she was like, slow down, you're gonna hit that, you can't go there. Oh man, I hate naggers. You hate naggers? So that driving session didn't go so well. We had an end to it where I was driving through some cones very fast and she kept telling me to slow down and I kept ignoring her because my dad was there and I wanted to impress him for some strange reason. And she said, you're gonna hit that last one. By fuck am I gonna hit that last one? I drove through there and I didn't hit anything, you silly bitch. Oh, as you can see, I'm still deeply scarred from this experience, man. I hold grudges. I'm not nice. But yeah, so And then yesterday, for my 4th and final driving experience to date, I went out with my mum and she let me drive her car. In a car park, of course, not on the actual open roads, because I got my driver's license, my learner's driver's license, in November of last year when I turned 17. You're gonna dead. Okay, sorry. And I got all the paperwork sorted out, I got my learner's plates, and that means I can drive the car. So, we went out together and she got me into a car park, about half empty, so there was a big empty space at the end, and then there were some cars up the other end we could manoeuvre around. And you know, the cars weren't moving. There weren't many people, it wasn't very busy. And she turned the wheel over to me. And big cars and small cars, they're completely different to control and drive. The 2 cars that I learnt in on the track, the track by the way, if for anyone who watches Top Gear, I learnt on that track. I learnt the basics on the Top Gear track. They actually run a little driving school over there. Obviously not the people who run Top Gear, but there is an actual driving school over there. It's just so cool, you know, and I'm probably going to learn on that, like when I decide to take my test for real. That it would be awesome, you know. So yes, I learned the basics in small cars. My mum has a big car. I mean, it's not a Land Rover or a big thing, but you know, it's a hefty size, it's a decent car size, and it's about double the size of the cars I learned in. Oh my goodness, it's so fucking different. And I went around the whole lesson in about 1st gear at not going above 25 miles an hour. And you know, it was fun. It was really fun, and it ended very well. I didn't hit anything. And same as the 2nd driving lesson that I had at the Top Gear track. Mum screamed, "Stop, you're gonna hit it!" Like, fuck did I hit it. Actually, the scream was, "Stop, you can't do that." And when someone says to me, "You can't do that," I automatically want to do it, you know? And I didn't hit anything, and I did the manoeuvre, which was between 2 very tightly parked cars and a sharp left turn to avoid not hitting the wall in front of me. I did it, and it felt good. Yeah. So, to sum up, I think that when I choose to learn cars properly, I think that, you know, it won't be that hard and I'll be able to cover it pretty well. But it's just the learning experience is so weird, you know, because you feel like I should be able to do this fine, this isn't a problem at all. But then you actually get down to it and it is so much of a problem, it's not true. But yeah, I think I can drive cars alright. I mean, I don't think I could do it on open roads currently, but I have good, and I quote, spatial awareness. So, you know, I could tell when the car was near to something, and I could tell when I was going to hit something and I stopped. But I didn't hit anything with any car. I haven't crashed to date, being out driving 4 times. So I think my track record is very good, you know. I mean, I have a better track record than most people. Oh, but the game is ending. Thank you for listening to my ramblings. I went 37-6 with, I had 2 captures, I think 5 defends, though I'm not 100% sure. Thank you to anyone and everyone who's been watching, and next time I drive, I will tell you all about it.